Today we are going to earn the Considerate and Caring petal. So again, there are 3 parts: discover, connect, and take action. For the discover, I'm going to read you Zinni's story, The Art of Sharing, and we'll discuss the other 2 steps after. Zinni's story, The Art of Sharing. Ring! The bell at Petal Elementary School rang through the halls. The flower friends jumped up from their desks. It was time to go to the art room, one of their favorite places in the school. Zinni was especially excited because she loved to draw and paint. She was already thinking about the new picture she wanted to make. It would show all of the flower friends having a party in the daisy flower garden. She burst into the art room ahead of everybody else. She was the first one there. "I'm in luck," she said, grabbing several bottles of paint. She put them in front of an easel with a blank piece of paper on it. "I can get all the colors I want to make my painting." The other flower friends came into the room. "Oh, look, there are new coloring books," Clover said. She picked up 3 of them. Gloria and Jerry each took 2 more. They put the coloring books on a table by the window and sat down. Rosie rushed over to the cupboard that held the crayons and markers. She grabbed a bin and took it to the table by the door. Vi and Lupe did the same thing. Then the 2 groups of flower friends stared at each other. "Wait a second," Clover said. "We need crayons and markers to color in the coloring books." "Well, we need coloring books to use our crayons," Rosie said. Zinni looked at her friends. None of them were happy. Then she saw a goldfinch standing shyly by another easel that had a painting of a tree on it. The painting wasn't quite finished, only half of the leaves had been painted. Zinni glanced down at the bottles of paint in front of her. "Oh, I'm sorry," she said to the goldfinch. "I was so excited about my picture that I took all the paint. That wasn't very considerate of me." "We should share. What colors do you want?" "Thank you," the goldfinch said with a big smile. "I'd like the bottle of green paint to add more leaves to my tree, please." Clover and Rosie watched as the goldfinch began painting happily. "Zinni's right," Clover said. "Sharing is a way of caring for your friends." She turned to Rosie. "Rosie, why don't you take one of these coloring books?" Jerry and Gloria smiled as they held out their stacks of coloring books to Vi and Lupe. "Yes, pick the one you like," Jerry said. Gloria nodded. "After all," she said, "we can only color 1 picture at a time." "Thanks, Clover," Rosie said. "Do you want to use some crayons and markers? When you're done, we can trade." "That's a great idea," Vi and Lupe said together. All the flower friends sat down to color. "It's so much nicer when we can all paint and color together," Zinni said. "And when we're done, we'll have a beautiful art gallery to show our friends and families." The end. To finish off step 1 of our Considerate and Caring petal, I have 3 questions for you. Number 1, why did Zinni forget to be considerate and caring at first? Question 2, what reminded her of her promise to act in a considerate and caring way? Question 3, how do you think the flower friends felt when they shared their coloring books, crayons, and markers instead of keeping them for themselves? Okay, for step 2 of our Considerate and Caring petal, it's time for you to show that you know what it means to be considerate and caring. So get creative here. Again, you can color a picture, make a painting, you could make a sculpture, or maybe draw a comic strip. And for the last and final step of our Considerate and Caring petal, what you need to do is take action and practice being considerate and caring. So get creative here. but one idea that I have for you would be to maybe make a card and send it to somebody that you've been thinking about lately. Congratulations, you have earned your Considerate and Caring Petal.